99% of men never get told this. In the first hour after waking, your body either prepares you for powerful, lasting energy or starts to slowly drain it. Each morning, your actions decide whether your blood moves freely or gets sluggish, whether your reaction time stays sharp or fades, whether your confidence builds or crumbles. Many men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond wake up tired, stiff, and feeling far from who they used to be. You feel that something's off. Energy dips, drive weakens, and intimacy becomes a memory instead of a rhythm. A major Harvard study found over 80% of performance problems come from poor circulation, not low testosterone, or just aging. And where does it often begin? With subtle, easily missed habits in your first waking hour. Habits that can be changed starting now. I'm Dr. Catherine Rockra, a men's health expert with 2 decades of experience helping thousands of men restore their edge. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple 4-step morning routine. No meds, no pricey tools, just tested strategies to boost oxygen flow, balance your key hormones, and sharpen your reflexes. And if you stick around till the end, I'll reveal a little-known tip that helped a 64-year-old patient fully restore his performance and confidence in just 1 week. If strength, blood flow, and confidence matter to you, hit subscribe and tap that bell. This channel is your trusted place for real, science-backed men's health. Before we jump in, drop a comment below. Are you ready for a new start? Type yes if you're in. If not, type N so I know what you need. Now let's tackle the biggest myth in male health. Your vitality depends on blood circulation. Every signal, every response, every surge in confidence starts with open, healthy vessels. When that falters, your strength takes a hit. The root problem? Blocked blood flow from something called endothelial dysfunction. That's when the lining inside your arteries stops working right. Nitric oxide drops. Arteries stiffen. Blood doesn't move as well. And that's when symptoms show up: low drive, sluggishness, slower reflexes. Worst part? Most guys get pills that hide the problem instead of solving it. Let me share Joe's story, one of my long-term patients. He was 68 and came in quietly frustrated. His words? "I don't feel like myself anymore." He felt distant from his wife, disconnected from the spark and pride he once had. He said his body felt like it was shutting down. But after just 3 weeks of focused circulation work, starting with a morning reset, Joe came back brighter. "I feel like myself again," he said. Present, strong. That's when I knew this problem was bigger. Research proves morning movement boosts nitric oxide, improves blood flow, and reverses endothelial dysfunction no matter your age. And here's what most men don't realize. Erectile dysfunction doesn't just affect your bedroom, it often shows up years before heart problems do. That's right. Trouble down there is a serious warning sign about your whole cardiovascular system. Studies show by your 60s, blood vessel dilation can drop by over 50%. A healthy man in his 20s sees 7 to 8% dilation. By 60, that falls to just 3 to 4%. That's not a small shift. It's a biological red flag. Desire alone can't fix this. You might have the will, but without good blood flow, nothing works. Think of it like this. A firefighter might be ready to put out the flames ... but if the hose is kinked or the water pressure is low, it doesn't matter how ready that firefighter is, he's stuck. That's exactly what happens to men who chase libido boosters without fixing the real issue: circulation. Here's the truth your blood vessels can repair. Endothelial cells, the ones that trigger nitric oxide, respond quickly to the right signals, especially in the morning. Why morning? Because that's when your hormones are more active. Cortisol rises naturally, and your vessels are more sensitive to stimulation. In fact, Studies show that the right morning habits can boost nitric oxide by 21% in just a few weeks. That means stronger blood flow, faster reflexes, and a healthier sexual response naturally. Nitric oxide is like the master switch for your entire circulatory system. It tells your arteries when to open, how wide, and how to maintain healthy pressure. Without enough of it, everything slows. And by age 70, your nitric oxide can drop by as much as 75%. But here's the good news. That drop isn't permanent. Clinical research proves you can restore nitric oxide with a combination of smart movement, intentional breathing, and specific natural compounds, all of which I'll walk you through in today's 4-step plan. But before we dive into the steps, I need you to hear this loud and clear. Lasting change begins in the mind. If you've accepted that aging equals decline, then you've already handed over the keys. What you do in the first hour of your day either wakes up your circulatory system or quietly shuts it down further. And for men over 60, this hour is everything. Unfortunately, most guys are unknowingly sabotaging themselves before the day even begins. Let me give you an example. Dr. Michael Harrison, a respected internist with 30 years of experience, once shared something powerful with me. His mornings were always the same. Roll out of bed, coffee, toast, fast shower, out the door. By age 62, he was crashing by noon. His focus was fading. His energy was shot. He chalked it up to aging. But after reviewing his labs and daily habits, the truth hit him. His morning routine was draining his performance. He wasn't supporting circulation. He wasn't fueling hormones. He was draining his own system every morning. See, your body is biologically wired to thrive in the morning hours. Between 6 and 9 a.m., testosterone peaks. Cortisol rises to boost alertness and metabolism. Your blood vessels are most responsive to nitric oxide. Your system is primed to perform if you give it the right fuel. Studies even show that morning health routines are up to 3 times more effective than doing the exact same thing later in the day. That's not hype, it's biology. But here's the kicker: look at what most mornings actually look like for men today. Eyes open. First move, grab the phone. A screen full of stress, bad news, and dopamine hits the brain before you've even stood up, then straight to the kitchen. Coffee on an empty stomach. Maybe a sugary breakfast. Maybe nothing at all. No water. No real nutrients. Then it's into a chair, at a desk, in traffic, or parked on the couch. That chain reaction is a quiet disaster. Overnight dehydration thickens your blood. Caffeine and screen time spike stress hormones. Processed food or no food triggers inflammation. And worst of all, you're still sitting. What's happening under the surface? Your heart strains to move thick blood. Your vessels tighten instead of relax. Testosterone, which should be rising, gets blocked by stress chemistry. Nitric oxide, the key to circulation, can't activate. Asterisk. All of this triggers a hormonal and circulatory crash that shadows you all day. It's not just about feeling tired. It's about feeling less like yourself. But when you shift those habits, the results can be dramatic. Take Gordon, 66 years. Old accountant. His mornings were quiet, predictable, and rushed. Coffee, check emails, scarf down breakfast, and dive into work. By midday, he felt drained. At night, he felt distant from his partner. We didn't flip his whole world. We just made 4 small changes. He stepped outside for 10 minutes of morning light, did 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing, loosened up with light stretches for his hips and legs, and ate a protein-rich breakfast. Instead of sugar dot, within 3 weeks, Gordon stopped needing an alarm clock. His energy lasted all day. He felt more engaged with his partner, and his mood stayed steady. The labs told the rest testosterone up 18%, inflammation down 30%. That's what small, strategic changes can do. You don't need a total lifestyle overhaul. No hour-long workouts. No retreats in the Himalayas. You just need to win your first 30 to 60 minutes after waking. That's your golden window. Support your body then, and the benefits stack fast. Coming up next is the exact 4-step morning routine. Simple, fast, and if you stick with it, most men report real change in just 7 days. Each step builds on the last, creating a powerful, compounding effect that activates your top 3 systems: testosterone, nitric oxide, and metabolic balance. Let's get into it. Step 1. Morning sunlight. Spend 10 to 15 minutes outdoors within 1 hour of waking. No sunglasses. No window glass. You need direct light exposure. Even on cloudy days, sunlight outside can hit 10,000 lux compared to only 300 indoors. That morning light resets your brain's master clock, aligning your entire hormone cycle. Testosterone, cortisol, melatonin, everything falls into rhythm. But here's what's even more powerful. Natural light triggers nitric oxide release. Right from your skin and vessels, boosting circulation everywhere, including the parts that matter most. One study showed men who got early sunlight every day raised testosterone by up to 25% in just 2 weeks. Want to double the impact? Add light walking or stretching. That tells your system it's time to circulate, move oxygen, and energize your muscles and brain. Step 2. Diaphragmatic breathing. Set aside 5 minutes for slow, deep belly breaths, aiming for 5 breaths per minute. This calms your nervous system. Sit or lie down in a relaxed position. Inhale through your nose for 6 seconds. Hold it for 2. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat. You should feel your belly, not your chest rising. That's your diaphragm doing the work. This activates your parasympathetic system, your body's rest and repair mode. It slows the heart, lowers blood pressure, and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that directly suppresses testosterone. Even more powerful? This type of breathing ramps up nitric oxide in your nasal passages and lungs. That helps widen blood vessels by up to 20% and improves oxygen delivery head to toe. Start your day this way, and you lock in better circulation, steadier hormones, and sharper focus. Quick note, if you have blood pressure issues, talk to your doctor before starting deep breathing exercises. Now you've aligned your hormones. With sunlight, you've opened your vessels with deep, controlled breathing. Time to give your testosterone a direct signal. Step 3. 1 microset of compound strength movement. This isn't a workout. It's a short, powerful signal to your body and your brain ... asterisk that strength still matters. You're going to do just 1 set of a compound movement, an exercise that uses several muscle groups at once, because that's what testosterone responds to. Choose 1. Bodyweight squats, push-ups, or step-ups on a stair. Keep it slow and controlled. Do 8 to 12 reps. You want a moderate challenge, not exhaustion. You should feel your muscles engage, but still be able to walk away without needing recovery time. If push-ups are too difficult, use a wall. If squats feel unsteady, hold a chair. You're not chasing a pump, you're sending a signal. A signal. That strength still matters. That blood flow still matters. That testosterone is still needed. That just 2 to 3 minutes of this daily can cause immeasurable testosterone boost. Studies show up to 20%. And it sets the stage for the next step. Step 4. A targeted testosterone-supporting breakfast within 2 hours of waking. That first meal? It's not just food, it's raw material. Your body needs protein and healthy fats to build testosterone, and the right nutrients to activate it. Here's a sample: 2 or 3 scrambled eggs, a handful of spinach sautéed. In olive oil, half an avocado, and a small side of berries, blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries. That's protein, healthy fats, and critical nutrients like zinc and magnesium cofactors for testosterone production and vascular health. If you don't get much morning sunlight or your vitamin D levels are low, take a D3 supplement, 800 to 2000 IU, with breakfast. For deficient men, this alone has boosted testosterone by up to 25%. Now let's pull this together into one easy morning routine that takes less than 30 minutes, but sets your entire day on the right track. Each step targets your circulation, hormone function, and energy. These are the systems that power your confidence, vitality, and performance. Here's the breakdown. 6:30 a.m. you wake up naturally. No jarring alarms, no screens. Let the room stay quiet. This keeps your brain in a parasympathetic, calm alert state. No fight or flight, no stress surge. Just steady focus. 6:35 am step outside for morning light. No sunglasses. Don't look through glass. Let real sunlight into your eyes. Take a short walk, even just around the yard. This resets your circadian rhythm, boosts dopamine and testosterone, and balances your sleep-wake cycle. 6:45 am sit or lie down. Breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose for 6 seconds. Hold for 2. And exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this for 5 minutes, 5 breaths per minute. This opens your blood vessels, lowers cortisol, and increases nitric oxide by up to 20%, enhancing blood flow throughout your entire body. 6:50 am strength activation. Pick one compound move, push-ups, squats, or step-ups. Do one slow, focused set of 8 to 12 reps. Modify if needed, use a wall or chair. This isn't about burning calories. It's about sending a biological signal to produce testosterone and direct it where it counts. 6:55 am eat for hormone fuel. 2 to 3 eggs, sautéed spinach, some avocado slices, and a handful of berries. That's a clean, focused meal designed for hormonal balance, not belly fat. Add olive oil or a few nuts if you need extra calories. If you're low on sunlight, include 800 to 2000 IU of vitamin D3 by 7:30 am. Your mind is clear, your blood is flowing, your hormones are sensed, and your body is running on its natural rhythm. No pills, no gimmicks, just biology working for you. James was 63, a retired contractor, who told me his spark was gone. No drive, foggy thinking, and a marriage that had faded into quiet distance. After just 6 weeks of following this protocol, James didn't just feel better. He had afternoon energy again. Asterisk. He started tackling home projects again. He said his motivation didn't just return in his body, it came back in his relationship too. He told me, I feel 10 years younger. But more than that, I feel like myself again. And here's the thing, it wasn't a supplement. It wasn't some magic pill. It was consistency. Let's be honest. This isn't a hack. It's a reset. A recalibration of your biology. When your blood vessels open up, your energy improves. You move more. You eat better. You sleep deeper. And suddenly, your body starts to trust itself again. That's where the real feedback loop begins. Better blood flow leads to more drive, more natural testosterone, more momentum. Studies show that in just 12 weeks, key health markers like free testosterone, morning energy, and insulin sensitivity can start to mirror those of men 10 to 15 years younger. But the magic isn't in the intensity. It's in the consistency. This routine teaches your body to stop fighting itself. Here's the truth. Real change doesn't come with fireworks. It starts quietly, with your body responding to signals it's been starving for years. A little more power in your step, deeper sleep, without waking up 3 times. That old familiar drive returning when you open your eyes. That's real progress. Every morning you show up for this routine, you're doing something powerful. You're not outsourcing your health to pills or shortcuts. You're sending a signal to your nervous system, your blood vessels, your hormones that you still matter, that you're still in control. This isn't about shortcuts. It's about realignment. By changing just the first 30 minutes of your day, you're restoring balance. Blood begins to move. Testosterone starts to rise. Your mind clears. Energy comes not in a spike, but in a sustainable wave. And that leads to something even more valuable than performance confidence. It doesn't return all at once, but when it does, it shows up everywhere. In how you speak, in how you walk into a room, in how you look at yourself in the mirror. You feel connected again. And that's what this is really about. Not chasing youth, but reclaiming control. Recovery happens when you send the right signals again and again, until your body finally catches on and starts to thrive. You've seen the steps. They're simple, they're real, and they work, not in a day, but in rhythms. In quiet, steady wins that build momentum. Don't forget perfection. Missed a day? Missed a step? Doesn't matter. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Do it 80% right, and your body will reward you 100%. And remember this, the best years of your life don't have to be behind you. They can begin the moment you take your mornings back. Now it's your turn. Try this 4-step routine. Stick with it. Support your body the way it was built to be supported, and watch your strength return. Day by day. Hit subscribe. Tomorrow's video will break down the exact nitric oxide boosting breakfast my patients use to double their results. Tap the bell so you don't miss it. Now go. Make tomorrow your strongest morning yet.